So our first step is going to be trying to find the middle of this little area here. I'm going to say it's probably right about here. Yeah, seems fine to me. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know why I'm being nitpicky here. This is just going to be the base. So now we need to build up a few blocks to give us some headspace. So the higher up we go, the less our mob cab gets affected by caves and such underneath the water here. So absolutely okay with building up a bit more than I might normally, but I need to be able to build out as well. So I'm thinking I'm going to want to do 10 levels of the mob grinder here. That should provide us with an ample amount, and hopefully we don't have too many despawns as well. So creating the 10 levels isn't actually that hard. All we need to do is create the one level and then duplicate it, which should be easy, right? So now we'll be able to go ahead and use our build to me tool to hopefully speed up this process. Now this might not be 100% accurate, but it should give us enough space to work with. All right, 1/4 done. Let's see if we can't copy and paste this thing to speed up the process. Okay, and with that selected, I should be able to simply switch this to paste, line it up here, and then rotate it. So I believe it would be this way, right? All right, sweet. All right, and then we need to rotate it one more time. Can't seem to quite figure out this one, so I think I'm going to switch to the building gadget and just do it manually for now. So now that we have our first platform made here, all we need to do is get the quote-unquote redstone going. So all we're going to need is an observer and a dispenser, and that should be all that we need. And then we can build our next story up, and we should be able to copy paste making this quite fast. Let's go get resources.
Brick slabs. Let me show you how I create one of these platforms.
So now that I've remembered that I'm going to be doing not just one set of towers, but 4 to increase efficiencies, we will get the first layer here set up, and then we'll go ahead and create our bottom now. Now I'm also remembering I want to go a lot higher from this. I want my kill chamber to be down here, which means I need to be about 20 blocks up, and I think I'm only about halfway there. So I'm going to go ahead and tower up here and get another one of these platforms pasted in. All right, so now I should be able to, it's going to go to the corner, huh? So why don't we go ahead, oh, I didn't switch. So there might be a way to actually get around this, but I feel like there's no way to extend your schematic once you have identified it. So I actually need these corners to exist in order for me to select it. The bonus with that is I'm going to be able to build up my tower here, and I should be able to copy paste it from here, and it should be pretty quick. All right, and now that we're up here, I should be able to go ahead and build that. Wonderful. Now, if I were to go up another 2 blocks and do the same thing, that should yes, that is correct. So that is the right amount of distance. So the full power of building gadgets is about to be shown off. I still have some finicky stuff to do here. So let's go ahead and I'm going to jump over here. I missed. Or did I? So I want to make sure that the dispenser or the observers are also in this model. So what we're going to attempt to do here is set up one of our towers of 10, and then we will be able to clone it and duplicate it 4 times. So if you think about it, every piece of work that you end up doing actually becomes less and less over time, which is great. Matter of fact, why don't we go ahead and duplicate this one up, and we'll be able to do 2 at a time, which is great. Okay, and with that all cleared, I just realized I actually need a bit lower. There we go. What do we think of this? Whoop. That gets it? Yes. Now, if I were to extend the top one by 2 here, I think that's actually... Yeah, I need to go 2 below. I need to go 2 below... 2 below this column here. So... there we go. I do believe if I were to switch to paste mode here. Yes. Ah, I didn't include the water bucket or the observer. That's confusing. Ooh, and I ran out of goodies. All right, there we go. So that's what happens when you paste a schematic and you've run out of goodies. Now, unfortunately, at least I had enough of that. So let's actually use the build gadget. And okay, that one actually pasted everything. We'll just do some spot repairs here. There we go. All solved. Now, we did not get that. So I am thinking I missed an observer somewhere. There we go. And I should be able to put another one down here. So how many is this? Let's see. It looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we want a couple more. Do I have lots of material? I want to make sure I got all the materials I need. All right, I think I do. All right, that one had it. All right, so one more of those and we will be there. But we are out of observers, which is a bummer. So that is 10 stacks there. So that's looking good, but we need more observers if we're going to do this well. First things first, I guess we can get rid of this. There we go, 32 more observers in hand. Now for the dispensers. Man, dispensers suck. All right, and 30 more dispensers in hand. We now have everything that we need to finish this thing. All right, we have officially selected the entirety of the tower. Oh, maybe not. One sec. There we go. Now we've selected the entirety of the tower. We'll be able to copy and paste it as long as we have the resources. And now we get to figure out the fun game of which direction's which. So we need to find a center point and then just rotate and paste on that center point. There is an undo feature on here, which is nice. We got undo. That being said, we're gonna try not to have to use it. Alright, so after some quick and super easy and not confusing at all math and setup, I definitely have the right schematic here. So all I need to do is rotate, place it on that block, and we should be good, right?
Are you sure about that?
I believe so. Let me just make sure that this block is not actually included in it, and it is. Okay, so that isn't great. I don't know. Let's try it out. Wrong. We're about to see how that undo function works. Very effective. Okay, getting closer, but we're still up a level. Also, those are not in line. There's got to be a better way to do this, huh? Has to be. All right, let's sleep on it and figure out why this thing is being annoying. You can see how fast the building will go once I actually learn the tool properly. Not having to spend all that time actually building the platforms is amazing, but if I can't figure out how to actually get this thing duplicated, I don't know what to do with that information. So if I wanted to, I'd have to rotate it and put it on that again. That's what's tricky. I don't think I'm getting it. This shouldn't be hard. This should be so freaking easy, and my brain is just not right now. I think I need this same fixed point here and here and here in order to make it work. So theoretically, I should be able to take this and put it right here, and it should be the same, except it's turned. What does this do? What is that? So it's taking the bottom corner. I saw the pillar go up in that corner there. So do I just need to put this one here? No, definitely not. Okay, so the pillar went up in that corner, which is what I thought it was gonna do. So I'm on to something. I'm just not fully understanding this. Is that correct? Like, no, but it is pretty cool looking.
One eternity later.
Okay, so I've been having a time. So I just went ahead and tore down one of the clones that I couldn't undo by accident. I went and got my Energizer bunny thing here so I can recharge this thing when inevitably things go wrong. But I think I genuinely have a plan now, fingers crossed. The goal is going to be to copy this thing and paste it below. Of course, the grid isn't going to line up for me to make it nice, but I need to basically create an opportunity. I need to go right to the edge. I'm going to go straight down on it, and then I just need to count over. I'm going to count one specific direction, and I'm going to see what goes on with that. Okay, so with this schematic, fingers crossed here. So it's giving me that top corner. And that is unfortunate, but I should be able to mark where I need this far corner to be, as it is 15 across. So all I need to do is move And this is annoying, but I just need to identify where this edge is. All right, I'm standing on it. Back up. I'm in line. That is the other corner. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So I need that corner to be on that one. Of course, that's going to be extremely hard to do. Let me guess. I don't have enough freaking... Did I do it? Did I do it? I did it. Okay. That was easy, wasn't it? Why is that over there? Why? It should be... whatever. It went up right. I don't know how. Is it because I mirrored it? I don't exactly know. Now, if I were to, let's say, go into this spot here and do that again, what would that do? Mess everything up. One, I don't have enough resources, but that is not right. Okay, and that is going to build our third tower here, and that one is a clone of that one. So I'm thinking this one should be more straightforward than I'm giving it credit for. Are those in line? They are, and they are 3 apart. They are. Okay, things are coming up. We're gonna have to do some cleanup after this, but I'm liking where we're at finally. With the final allotment, all I need to do is collect and oops, let's make sure we have all the pieces we need in there. I'm seeing, there we go, 10 dispensers. And where are the observers? There they are. Okay, with all of those in place, I should be able to do this, and it should be in line with that 3 blocks away, and should be in line with that 3 blocks away. I don't want to jinx us, but I think we just put the final tower in, which is great. Oh goodness, now we just gotta get rid of this awful floor. I was up here cleaning and I just noticed that these were not right, and I am so happy that I did. Yeah, that's right, the 3's right there. But this tower was not right. Thank goodness I had that backup on. I'm gonna have to pop down and unfortunately build another floor to get me where I need to go. I believe it's right there. How'd I do? This is looking promising. Okay. Did we get it? We did. Okay. And there we go. Easy. All right, let's clean up now. And as easy as that was, we now have 4 towers all set up and ready to have water added to them. So that's our next step here. We need to go into each of these Did it do it? That was the original one, so no. Okay, so we will have to go in and dispense the buckets of water into these 3. We need 30 more buckets. Once we've done that, we will be all set to create the catch basin on the bottom, as well as the canopy for the top, and then we can turn it on. My goodness, this project, that took a while. That probably took longer than I wanted it to, but I'm looking at it now and I'm seeing the end in sight. And there we go. All of these towers now have buckets of water and all the dispensers, which is great. So our next step is going to be creating the basin at the bottom that's going to catch all the dropping mobs, and we're going to have a funnel system to bring them towards the kill chamber in the middle here. That's rather nice. All right, looks like we have a catch basin in place. I've widened it because I made it not wide enough the first time. Genius move. But hey, it's looking pretty good. And that means all we have left now to do is to get the top wired up, cover this thing so it gets dark enough to spawn things, and then set up a catch basin. So let's finish this mob grinder off. All right, so with this mob grinder now up and running, my goodness, we've got some pretty serious mobs in there. They will all get flushed down into our lovely little kill chamber here. I'm very sorry for any visual glitches that we've had, but as you can see, it's working. We're getting some things out of here. I'll create. Oh my. Okay, relax. I'm trying to talk. We're going to get a whole bunch of great general resources from this thing. So with the introduction of our building gadgets, our copy paste tool, I even learned a little bit about the warp stone, how freaking helpful this thing is. We have power and we are ready to move into the next phase. So I'm going to be working on this space next time. Definitely running a few more vaults. Want to get up to level 30 to get the next expertise point. But that's going to do it for this one. Please take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but most importantly of all, stay hydrated. And we'll see you next time. Bye for now.